Hi, good morning. This is Doc Martin from KRAZ TV with a Zero channel because this story has to be on the adult side. That's right, a new book review from KRAZ TV called Women of War. The Italian assassins, spies, and couriers who fought the Nazis by Suzanne, also author of Power Hungry. Another weeper. The atrocities committed by I can say it here on the Zero channel, those bastards. Oh, it was terrible. Benito Mussolini started it all. In 1922 he came to power, and finally he was thrown out. The Germans picked him up, and he tried to come back in 43, 44, and the atrocities that happened. And well, the women saw to it that they did their part in the war. War is hell, believe me. Well, anyway, this is a wonderful book. It's from Dutton Press. And I want to show you her picture. That, my friend, is Suzanne Cope. She is a scholar and a narrative journalist, and is the author of Power Hungry, Women of the Black Panther Party and Freedom Summer and Their Fight to Feed a Movement. She is a professor at New York University. The gripping history of Italian anti-fascist resistance during World War II, told through the story of four spectacularly courageous women who risked their lives to overthrow the Nazi occupation. Carla Capone made bombs in a basement bunker in Rome, then ferried them to their destination wearing lipstick in a trench coat. Bianca Guidetti Serra rode her bicycle up switchbacks in the Alps, dodging bullets while delivering news and bags of munitions to the anti-fascist armies hidden in the mountains. In Florence, the young future author of Italy's new constitution, Teresa Mattia, carried secret messages and hid bombs, while Anita Malavasi led troops across the Alpine Mountains. Women of War animates their harrowing untold stories as underground resistance fighters, partisan combatants, spies, and saboteurs, revealing the drama and danger of their life-threatening mission. Essential and original, Women of War draws on first-person testimonies and archival documents to tell the powerful story of the women who have been largely excluded from vital World War II history. In this book, Suzanne Cope offers a valuable perspective on the ongoing fight for gender equality and social justice. Carla, Bianca, Teresa, and Anita, their actions would launch a feminist movement as they fought for the future of the country after more than 20 years living under fascist oppression. It says it all. It was in different parts. It was Turin, it was Turin, Rome, Florence. They nearly got caught several times. They just worked on the misogyny of men because they thought women could do no harm, and if they smiled at them, they forgot what they were going to ask them and stuff. So it was touch and go at all times. They had to carry heavy mimeograph machines because that's the only way they did it back then. And they made two-page newspapers, and they kept them pumped up. Now, they could have been killed at any time for anything, especially if they had been found with machines or bombs or guns, and one of these women carried a gun at all times in her trench coat. And unfortunately, one of them did have to shoot some guy one time, a German soldier. But you know who was the biggest problem was their own fascist Italian people. That's the men that were. First of all, they didn't have the right to vote. They finally got the vote after the war, of course. But my God, the atrocities. You cannot believe the story. However, Suzanne Cope has been done copious work, of course, in archives and stuff. And, well, let me see here at the end what she said here. I usually read a little on the conclusion. So, the archives and museums, bibliography, etc. Acknowledgments, the epilogue. So Suzanne says, it is clear there is power in telling these stories. Readers can see how the women partisans themselves became empowered during their war and throughout their lives as they told their truth, with some finally getting their due for their contributions only late in their lives. And of course we are inspired today by the work of these activist mothers and sisters and friends who fought against fascist tyranny and for women's rights. Anita said she started writing in the last days of the war from atop her mountain ridge in the Apennines. Her words, Anita's. I said goodbye to the plants, to the trees that had protected me. Then I said goodbye to the mountains, and for the first time from the mountain I saw a corner towards La Spezia, where there was a stormy sea. You could see the wave breaking, and it was a sunny, white light kind of day. You felt like you could reach out and catch the sea. When I got home with this new reality in front of me, I said, well now, I'm going to get to work on building what these guys like Guillermin Batista, her boyfriend, fell for. These guys we left behind in the mountains and who had so much hope. I am sad to say goodbye to these women, whose lives I became so immersed with as I sought to share their stories. Now this is, I guess, Suzanne's words. I am sad to say goodbye to these women, whose lives I became so immersed with as I sought to share their stories. But I am also inspired to work on building, like Carla, Teresa, Anita, Bianca, and so many others did, a better tomorrow. And as the story of these women are amplified, a new narrative emerges, one of bravery and agency in the face of oppression, and of the true cost of freedom. The stormy seas are out there. These women have showed them to us, and they have also shown us how we can chart a path forward. We got this book at the Tucson Pima County Public Library. I hope you enjoy it. In a somber way, of course, like I did. Thanks for watching KREZ TV and the Zero Channel. And now she was talking about what's sneaking back into Italy is neo-fascist ideologies. The fight goes on. Have and keep the faith, my friends. Goodbye.